Hello, my Axel. Welcome back to another video. I don't know why, but I just have this feeling that it's been a while since I last worked on my Worship Me Yandere Ticci Toby X Reader thing. So this is page 3. The school bell rang, signaling the end of the day, and the bustling hallways filled with students rushing to grab their things and head home. The typical chaos of backpacks slamming and chatter filled the air as everyone went their separate ways. You stood by your locker, gathering your things as you chatted with a few of your friends, laughing and joking about the day's events, but your mind was elsewhere. You couldn't stop thinking about Toby. You'd always been kind to people, but you had never gone out of your way to sit with someone like him before. You didn't really know why you had. It just felt right. He was different, sure. Quiet, strange, and mostly kept himself. But today, when he looked at you with those wide, nervous eyes, you couldn't bring yourself to even be bullied alone. Anna! Your attention snapped back to your friends. Miguel raised an eyebrow. Are you okay? You look kind of distracted. You smiled, though it felt a little forced. I'm fine, just thinking. Well, don't think too hard, Dylan teased, or you'll turn into one of him. He gave a light laugh, but there was something almost too harsh about it. You rolled your eyes, brushing off their comments. I'm good. I'll see you tomorrow. With that, you waved them off and made your way out of the school building. As you walked to the parking lot, your dad's car pulled up to the curb, and you slid into the passenger seat with a smile. He smiled back, asking you about your day as he started the engine. The familiar sound of the car starting up filled the space between you, and you settled in for the ride. Meanwhile, across the street, Toby watched. He stood a little ways from the curb, his hands shoved deep into the pockets of his hoodie. As he watched you get into the car, his heart thudded in his chest, the warmth of your smile still lingering in his thoughts. She's so beautiful. His eyes followed your car as it pulled away from the school, the taillights fading into the distance. A strange feeling gnawed at him, part excitement, part something darker. He didn't want to let you go. He wanted to be with you. He wanted to be the one who made you smile. He turned on his heels and started walking home, his footsteps slow and steady, but his mind racing with thoughts of you. The streets around him blurred as his imagination took over. He thought about your laugh, the way you had defended him, the way you had actually sat with him during lunch like he mattered. No one had ever done that before. No one had ever seen him the way you did. Why did she talk to me? Why did she sit with me? His thoughts spiraled, one leading into the other until they became a maze he couldn't escape. He wasn't used to being cared for. He wasn't used to being noticed. He'd spent most of his life feeling invisible, a shadow in the background of everyone else's lives. But you had looked at him. You had talked to him. Toby's grip tightened on the strap of his backpack, his knuckles turning white. I'll make sure she stays mine. The thought echoed in his mind like a mantra, simple and steady. Toby had never been good at dealing with things like this, with feelings that made his chest ache and his mind race. But he knew one thing for sure. You were his now, and no one would take you away from him. Also, authors know. Y'all, it's gonna be a little slow in the beginning, but I promise it'll only get better. Woo! So make sure, I'll work on another video for page 4. Let me check how many pages there are. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll definitely work on 6 more videos for this. So make sure you stay tuned and make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!